Hey everybody, this is Alex and Anthony from Lavos. Remember, this is a Lavos production, so please make sure to follow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is the Sports Show episode 4.
What up, everyone? It's Anthony.
And this is going to be a quick one, just because we don't have a lot of time, but we won't go over the reasoning. So we're going to cut straight to the point.
Real quick before we cut straight to the point, this is also Lavos, so we go over some local news, and a big shout out to the men's track and field team. They won the top of the North, and they got state
some big runners over there,
as well as the women's team got third, and so that's very big news. Congratulations to them. Congratulations is a big win for Anza and athletics over here.
Yeah, shout out to all the Anza sports teams going on right now. They're going crazy. Anyway, let's get straight to the point. We are now in the second round of the NBA playoffs, and we've had some surprises, and we've had some big games. Anthony, you want to start off with that?
Yeah, I mean, let's start off with the Knicks and Pacers game. The Knicks won 121-117. I thought this was a really good game. Brunson had another big game, 43 points. He really took over in the fourth quarter. He had a great, it was late in the game, he had a great pass to Dante DiVincenzo when they were trying to double him. Dante DiVincenzo hit the three, and later in the game there was a controversial screen from, illegal screen from Miles Turner.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that call?
I feel like it was more of a sell job from DiVincenzo. I feel like it wasn't much of a illegal screen. It was more of just a sell job from DiVincenzo. He really sold it. I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the only thing is, like, it wasn't, I didn't think it was flagrant enough to be called in that spot.
But how do you call that in that point of the game?
Yeah, 12 seconds left.
Like, in a playoff game, you just can't call that at that point of the game. If it was earlier in the game, of course, I'd understand. But
it wasn't like they felt like it wasn't like a shooting foul or nothing crazy.
It was just an illegal screen.
And I didn't even think it was that bad of a screen.
Yeah, it didn't even look that bad. It's just DiVincenzo really sold it to make it look like it actually was bad.
Yeah, and that was going to be Indiana's last possession. They were going to hold on for the rest of the game, try to hit a game winner. So I think it really changed the outcome of the game. And after, I mean, Andrew Nembhard got a technical foul.
You got a technical foul for a foul away from the ball before it was inbounded.
But that really changed the game.
I don't know how that was a technical.
Yeah, I didn't either. And then when that happened, they hit their technical free throw, which made it a 2-point game.
And then the Knicks got the ball back, shot 2 more free throws, and they ended up winning by 4.
Like yeah. So
controversial ending, but something you have to go with.
It's gonna be a good series, though.
Yeah,
but
it's a rivalry renewed. That's what I'm looking for.
The Pacers definitely showed that they're there to play. But I think if they want to win this series, Halliburton has to shoot the ball more.
Yeah, he did lead the league in assists this year, and that also contributed to the Pacers leading the league in points scored per game. But sometimes Tyrese Halliburton, he's got to take matters into his own hands and shoot the ball himself.
Yeah, and just to put into context, Tyrese Halliburton had 6 points, and he was only 2 for 6.
6 points. Only took 6 shots.
6 times. Just to give a quick, context as well, Nembhard shot 10 shots. Obi Toppin shot 7 shots. T.J. McConnell shot 16 shots. By the way, great game by him. Isaiah Jackson shot 6 shots.
These are role players taking more shots than possibly one of the top point guards in the league. These guys are taking more shots than him.
You have to take control in these playoff moments.
As a superstar point guard, you got to take matters into your own hands. Yeah. And quite frankly, he did not do that in this game. They barely lost, but like if he would have chucked up a bit more shots, resulting in makes, then they could have won this game.
And I think that honestly gives Indiana a lot of hope, because if Halliburton could play a better game, they win this game.
He played a bad game, and they only lost by 4.
Yeah. But then you also talk about the Knicks. The Knicks played a really good game overall. Josh Hart, 24 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. OG Anunoby, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists.
What about Isaiah Hartenstein with that half-court shot at the end of the half?
That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then Miles Turner hit the buzzer beater in the third quarter.
I don't remember seeing that, but we'll add that in.
Yeah. But yeah, going on to the next game, it was a smackdown.
I'm telling you, hey, listen, guys. I said the Minnesota Timberwolves would win the NBA Finals. I said this series would go to 6. I did not think this series could be at the start to where it could be a sweep. Now, I do not think it will be a sweep because, Denver is the defending champs. But then again, they lost the first 2 games on their home floor going back to Minnesota. Minnesota's got all the momentum. They haven't lost a playoff game in these playoffs yet. So, what is this shaping up to heading back to Mini?
Yeah, I mean, the Nuggets have to switch something up. Losing by, 106 to 80 without Gobert?
Scoring 80 points in a modern day NBA playoff game
that's terrible.
It's not good.
Jokic
that's like 80s 90s basketball right there.
Yeah. And Jamal Murray was I believe 3 for 18.
3 for 18 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3, finishing with 8 points.
I do understand he is injured right now, but that's not going to cut it if you want to go against or if you want to compete and win the championship. I know they won the championship last year, but every year is a new year, and
every year is different.
This team, they don't have the bench talent that they did last year with Bruce Brown and them boys. So if they want to win, Jamal Murray has to play better. Same as Jokic. And Timberwolves, they got
Aaron Gordon had a nice game, though. He happened to be the leading scorer for Denver with 20 points.
He did have a nice game, but if you're Minnesota, you'll take that.
You'll take Aaron Gordon being the leading scorer. You'll take anyone but Jokic, and Jamal Murray, and even Michael Porter Jr. You'll take anyone but those 3 to be the leading scorer for Denver.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I originally had Denver in 7, but
it's not looking too good.
I don't know.
It is not looking too good.
I'm not going to count them out, though.
Like I said, Minnesota's defense has been stifling throughout this entire year, and especially in these first 2 games. And it even showed in the first round series against Phoenix. Their defense is lethal.
Yeah.
Because you got Gobert in there. Keep in mind, game 2, they didn't have Rudy Gobert. They only gave him 80 points.
Nas Reed had 4 blocks.
Yeah, and Nas Reed is the 6th man of the year, so they got a lot of depth. They got a great team. So, but Minnesota up 2-0 against Denver, going back to their home floor, is just crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, Karl Anthony Towns. You talked about Aaron Gordon having a good game. Karl Anthony Towns was 27 points.
He had a great game.
Anthony Edwards.
Definitely his best game of the playoffs, I have to say.
Yeah. Makes me actually think, maybe the Suns, maybe they weren't that bad. Maybe it was just this Timberwolves defense is that good.
Yeah, exactly. Because you got Rudy Gobert, who could win his 4th Defensive Player of the Year, which only 3 or 4 players have done that all time. Some of them being Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace. Obviously amazing defensive players. But you also got Jaden McDaniels locking down the wing. And then Mike Conley is still a great defender for the front court. For the back court. And then Anthony Edwards, he's a good defender in his own right, too. But then, obviously, everybody's looking at him as Michael Jordan's son. I don't think he actually is. But for the jokes, we will call him Michael Jordan's son.
He's balling,
but he's balling. He's balling. He's amazing. And, this second round is looking to be great so far. We got, what games do we have, Anthony, for today?
Today we have Cleveland versus Boston.
We got Cleveland versus Boston. Now, I did say Cleveland in 4 against Orlando. I was completely wrong. It went to 7.
And Cleveland came back from
Cleveland came back
15-point lead, I believe
18.
It was. 18.
Cleveland came back from down 18 on their home floor in Game 7.
Mitchell had, I believe,
Donovan
50.
Mitchell went off, but Franz Wagner had a Klay Thompson type game. 1 of 15 from the field, which is not what you don't want to see from one of your best players in one of the most important games of the entire year.
I was wrong. Donovan Mitchell had 39 points. But Paolo Banchero also had 38 points.
Paolo Banchero is going to be great. We all know that.
Yeah, for sure.
This is just a start.
The issue with the Magic's that game in Game 7 was they started off fantastic.
But then
in
they
the
cooled
third
off.
quarter, they cooled off, and instead of going to what was helping them out throughout the game,
They went
which was
away.
getting to the line, they started chucking up threes.
Yeah.
Jalen Suggs, 2 for 10 from 3. Franz Wagner, 0 for 5 from 3. Paolo Banchero, he started off really, really hot, but even though he had 38 and he is a great player, he definitely cooled down in the second half. And, I mean, you can't be ISOing with Franz Wagner when you're 1 for 15.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make sense. So, I mean, they're a young team.
They'll get better. They'll get better.
Especially if they get a veteran presence in here.
And Klay Thompson.
Hey, Paul George on this team. I know he's a playoff choker, but...
Hey, it'd be pretty nice. But, yep, Cleveland is playing Boston. Another rivalry renewed. I really hope Cleveland wins, but Boston's definitely going to take this series. And then the Western Series, Dallas versus Oklahoma City. That's a really good one. Dallas, obviously... beat the LA Clippers in 6. OKC has been rested for quite a while after their sweep in New Orleans.
Yep.
So I think this is coming out to be a good series as well.
Who you got?
I got Dallas.
You got Dallas, okay.
In
what?
in 7.
7.
I'll take it in 7.
I got OKC in 6.
Okay.
Shea, J-Dub, Chet, Lou Dort, Giddey, Case Wallace coming off the bench. I think that
But all Dallas needs
Thunder
is
has
all Dallas
so
needs
much
is
bench.
all Dallas needs is Luka and Kyrie, and they're set. And then there are
sure?
other guys.
Are you sure about that though?
I'm definitely sure.
Are you sure?
I like Luka's presence on the court. You know, he makes everybody better, especially when you got Kyrie, who has finals experience.
We're talking
on the team
about
as well.
2 MVP candidates in this game going against each other. With Shea
2
and
MVP
Luka.
candidates in this series, but it's bound to be a fun series. You know, I got Dallas in 7. It's not gonna be easy, but I will take that. Hopefully, it's not like an Orlando Cleveland prediction where someone just completely sweeps. But that's what I got. And then obviously Boston, Cleveland. I'll say Boston's gonna win in 6.
Yeah, Celtics in 5.
You got Celtics in 5?
Yeah, I think the last series against the Heat, it wasn't
Well, then
like,
again,
it's a challenge for the Celtics in a sense.
well, then the Heat were like super shorthanded.
No, most definitely. But I think that they're well rested, and Cleveland just went a slugfest against Orlando.
Yeah, they struggled mightily against
So I feel
Orlando.
like they might be tired. Darius Garland has not had a good series.
Correct.
Jared Allen has been out. So if he's out this game, I mean, even if he's in, I don't really see him winning this series. So if he's out, that's just another player that they're missing. But I think Donovan Mitchell's really going to have to carry this team if they want to get a couple games or get ahead in this series. If they want to win game 1, Mitchell needs to have a 30-40 point game. That's just my opinion.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Who do you guys got winning going to the conference finals, both conferences? That's going to be the end of it. Remember, this is a Lavos production, so please follow Lavos on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is the sports show Lavos production. I am Alex. Anthony is beside me. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.